Okay, so in the last class we have learned about creating walls. Okay, how to create the walls, basic wall. In the basic wall, we have generic wall and compound wall, and we have curtain walls and stud walls. Okay, and now let me show you that we have this curtain system. Okay, so this curtain system is for your mass or generic model. All right. So how will that work? Suppose you are creating any free form shape or free form model or organic shape model, or even if it's not, you are creating with this mass. Okay. So you can create a mass for any kind of unique model. So we have this option, and when you click on this in place mass option first time, you will get this message, okay, that it will enable this show mask mode, this show mask mode here, so that all the masks will be visible. And close it, and now you have to give it a name. Accordingly, it will be highlighted in the schedule. So you have to give the proper name, and later you cannot change it. So make sure when you get this box, there you provide the proper name. Okay, so uh, skyscraper. Okay, click on OK. All right. So we can create a mask, and then we can provide. Okay. Uh, Now let me create a mask. I'm going with this simple shape. Okay, this simple shape. I will create it, and the level one. All right. And before finishing it, we can go to level two. Okay. And let me choose this same option here. It's not snapping. Okay. So first need to define the center point here so that I can draw it. Okay. Yeah. So I'll not go with the same direction. I will make it like this. Okay. Now let me delete these two lines. All right. Then I will select this one and both. Okay. Or you can go to 3D view. From here, you can select this both, and you can create solid form. Okay. And now you can see this twisted building it is created. Okay. And you can go for finish mask, and that is created. Now, as per this level, it is created. Okay. If you change the level height, let me change it to 15,000. And now I can assign it to this level, till this level. Let me go to elevation there, and here I can change the height. I can lock it. Okay. And that is created. Okay. Let me show you in the realistic. This kind of building we can create with the mask. Now, I think let me add some floors over there. The level LL is the shortcut. Let me quickly add with the same 4,000. Okay. Now let me add it till here. And now let me lock it. And then we will add some mass floor over there. Okay. So here we have the option. So just holding shift, click on this level 7 and then click here. Everything will be selected within a single click and click OK. And the flows are added. These are just mass flows. Okay. And you have to define it as a real floor. Okay. So for that, again, go to that massing and site. And here we have everything. Okay. So face based, all this face based wall, roof, curtain system, floor we can create. So floor by floor pay, floor space, sorry, floor by face. Select all this. Okay. Select all this and then go to create floor. Before creating the floor, you can just change the type as well. What will be the type? Okay. And if you want to select this as a different, so you can do that also. Now let me just go with this create floor and now you can see that is created. Press escape and again to select this, come here and here you can change this. If it is needed, you can change this. Let me change the
Sir,
visual style. Yes.
sir, is this just conceptual or we can make the floor plans in this master?
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay.
Just go to that level 2 or level each level can go there and you can start creating here all the walls and everything you can create.
Okay, sir.
And we need to define the walls. So you can go to this massing and site. Here we have the wall by face and what will be the wall type. Okay, so that you need to define. So suppose I'm going to define with this retaining 300 and concrete and I will choose the face. And here you see as per the face is created. Okay. And for this, I will choose the curtain panel. Okay. So go for curtain system. And now let me select it and create system. And that is created. Okay. And here the definition is there, the curtain system definition. You can go to this edit type. Right now, this is the grid layouts. So you already have learned in the exterior glazing portion about the grids. And here you can see the grid mullions are not available. So here you can add all the grid mullions, interior type, border type. Okay, all the mullions that you can add. Or else if you are not adding from here, you can go to that architecture tab and mullion option here and you choose the right type and just click on this all grid and here it will be added. Some panels in this curtain system are slightly malformed. Okay, yes, because this is not properly, the shape is not a parallel shape or not a uniform shape. So that's why we were getting that error. So no problem with that. We are uh, getting some options here. So in later classes, when we will create family, we'll know how to create this mullions for these kind of shape. Okay, so you don't have to create like for each shape. You don't have to create. You will just create a kind of family which will adapt wherever you place. It will adapt itself as per the shape and size. So we'll know later how we can create the adaptive families. So now it's fine. Okay, and now we will place roof. Again, go to the massing and site, and here we have the roof option. Just select. Before that, just change the type. Okay, and it is created. Okay. And if you need to place at the top, so you just give that base offset. 295 will be the base offset. 295 will be the base offset. Okay, create roof. Escape. Yeah, now again go for 295. So here it is. Okay. All these are created. And you can place all these doors and all, everything you can create. Here again, you can go for cut-in grids. Okay. So here it will be one segment, right? Another segment that is added. And you can add the doors. Now I will delete this mullion. I will keep this grid. I will choose this panel and I will change this. So right now nothing is loaded, so we need to load it. Go to Insert tab, load family, go to doors, and here we have these doors. Okay. So let's select this. Go for tab, select it, and holding control, I'll select these two, and then let me change this. So I have to go with one by one. Okay, I think the size is small. Okay, so let me do one thing that let me just place it here. Before that, let me go with this door. Tab to select this panel, then change this. Okay, I think because this is because of this slanting portion, or this is not properly aligned, so it's because of that. So generally for this kind of shape, we create adaptive family. Okay, so later we will know how to create adaptive family. Now let me just try it once. Okay, no, we cannot trace. Okay. So no problem. Later we will know how to create an adaptive family for these kind of shapes. Okay, so now it's fine. All right. So I created two shape, one at the bottom and one at the top, and the top one are the top one is twisted in a particular angle. So you can define for all these floors so that your shape will be more prominent, okay, and well defined. So you can place all the shape for each level, and there you can give it a twist with the increment angle 10 degree or 30 degree or whatever you like, and you can create a shape. So go for it, try it out, and do let me know. All right. So you can create, all right, this thing. Uh, and about creating ceiling and floor, we don't know yet, right? Do we know about creating ceiling and floor?
No, sir.
Okay. Uh, so for that, just close this. Okay, so here we have created everything. So right now, let me just open a new file. All right. So here it is placed at the level 1. And we will create a floor, the bottom of our level 1. All right. And here we can choose the floor type. So floor is also a system family, like a wall. And we can define all these layers also for the floor. So all the same layers are available here. Okay, so you can apply some finish, membrane layer, thermal layer for your floor. All right, so that is possible. So for the bottom one, to this interior side, you will apply membrane layer. Okay, you finish will be placed at the top. Okay, and if you're applying thermal layer also, so you can apply the thermal layer. Okay, so but generally uh, for our bottom floor, uh, you can just apply the membrane layer. Okay, and if you're applying the tiles, so you can go with the finish one to the exterior side. This is not exterior. Just don't understand by exterior like wall. This is the top and this is the bottom side. Okay, so you can add some layers as well. So go with the duplicate. Don't change the default families. Okay, you will not get that back. Again, you have to change it. So always go with the duplicate, name it properly, then go for the structure edit, and there you define it. Okay. Now let me click on open. I'm going with that simple floor. And here, if you need to provide any offset, you can provide it. 250. You can provide offset to it. Okay, and then you can finish it. We have this slope arrow and all. I will come to this slope arrow. Let me just show you that we have this floor created. Okay, let me show you realistic. This is the floor just created right now. All right. Now, again, go to that level 1 and select it. Come to its edit boundary. And again, you need to define, if you want to define now the slope arrow, then with that edit boundary option, you can come here and then you can define the slope. Okay, which direction the slope will be. In this direction, we will have your slope. Okay, so you can define this just to this direction. There will be slope, and here we have all this option. Okay, and what you can specify, the specify option here, it is mentioned height at tail, so that you can mention only. Okay, uh, height from this tail. So this is the tail and this is the head. Okay, and we have the slope option also. So rather than specifying the height at tail, we can go for slope, and this slope will be activated. And now you can apply the slope. Okay, so now let me show you with the default option, with all this default option, and then we will understand by changing the values. Let me show you. Here you can see that we are having a slope to this direction. So level 1, this is east. So from this southwest to northeast, we have provided, right? From this direction to this direction. So you can see that this direction we are having a height. Okay, so that we have provided, right? Now, if I create a door like this slope, so my walls should be started from the top surface of my floor, right? So how I can make my door bottom end for this floor? How can I do that? So for that, we have this attach top or base option. Okay, just select all these walls. Let me unselect these and let me just select these two so that you can understand what the difference. Let me go for attach top or base. What what I'm going to attach the base. So select the base here, not the top, and then select the base object, that is this floor, and now you can see that is attached to this. Okay, and here these are not attached yet. All right, so you need to select it. Also select this, and then go for attach top or base, choose base, and then click on this floor. These are properly attached. Now, what is the benefit of attaching? Even after that, if you change this floor slope, it will remain attached with the floor. All the walls will remain attached with the floor. Okay, so you can go for edit boundary. Now select this slope arrow, and here we have this height at tail and level at tail, that is default. You can change the level if needed. You can change this level, and height offset at tail, that is 300. Okay, let me show you from the elevation there. Okay, okay, so currently I'm in this. Let me finish it here. Let me go to modify, and now let me check this. So this is the floor. Okay. Just let me have this. Just a second. Let me change. I connect to the level 2. Okay. Now let me show you from level 2 so that we can easily understand. We go to level 2 and here we apply the view range. Have I mentioned about the view range?
You have mentioned, but you have not explained.
Okay. Okay, so today I'll explain it. Okay, so now you can see that I have created the walls. Just a second, not ceiling plan. I'll go to the floor plan level. And here you can see that I have this, all the things are visible here, right? But they are visible in this dim color or the faded grade color, right? So here we have the option, okay, for this visibility, we have this option underlay. Okay, so what is available the below? So that is available here. You can see the range base level 1, and the top level 2, and we are looking it down. So all these element which comes from level 2 to level 1 will be visible here. So here if you make it none, and here you can see nothing is visible right now. Okay, so I can include all the elements which are not present in this level 2, but I need to see it, or I need to include it in my plan. And if it is below uh, my level or above the level, so that I can apply with this underlay I can apply, and that will be highlighted here. But as because these those element are not included within this level 2, those will be highlighted uh, in a dim color or faded gray color. All right, so here uh, you need to set the bottom, that is at level 1, and you will get that level 2 automatically. All right, so you can mention unbounded means no limit. Okay, unlimited can define also. And the underlay orientation is look down. You are going to looking it down because we were currently at level 2. So from level 2 you will be looking it down. Okay, and you are seeing these walls, okay, and the floor which are present at level 1. I'll come to that view range option later. Now let me create that floor again. Okay, and the first direction on the first line direction is the span direction. You can change the span direction. Okay, you can choose this line, and this is going to be the span direction. So the span direction is means your main bar will be parallel with this line. Okay, so that is the span direction. Now you can go with this slope arrow and can define this is going to be the slope to this side. You are applying slope. Okay, and now let me show you the default, and it's asking, do you want to attach? Let's go for attach. All right, now let me show you 3D. Here it is created, and all my walls are attached. Here you can see. You can go to this node and go to edit boundary, and that is level here. And for this, you can go for this level at tail that you can apply that, sorry, level 2. Okay, you can define the proper level, and then we can just go for it. Okay, and the height offset at tail, that is currently 300. Shake. Okay, so there's 150 here, and okay, so this is from here to here. We're getting that. Really counts. Now let me apply this height offset at tail. Let me go to 500. And this is moved, you can see. And go to modify to check. Okay, so here you can see this is total 500. That's because I have mentioned that the slope will be calculated from the level 2, and from here the height offset is 500. Okay, so the tail is positioned at level 2, and from that level 2 we are applying that height, and accordingly we are getting that slope. Let me go to level 2 again, and we can apply the slope also. Okay, here we can apply some slope. Let's go with this default, and let me show you. Go to attach, and here you can see this is the slope right now. Okay, so we are having that slope. Let me show you. So after that, we are having the slope of 18.43. After that, 500. Okay, we are again going. We are having that slope. Okay, so you can apply with the both, or else you can just have it simply. All right, so let's select this. Now we will not specify. We'll go with the height at tail only. Okay, and that is defined. And if you want to provide the level of head, all right, so that you can also mention the head. So if you apply this, will be from level 2, the head position will be at level 2, and from that you give 500 the same, so you'll have that parallel. Okay, we'll again have that parallel, but at a height of 500. Okay, so accordingly you can apply. Let me go to north, and here you can see. Okay, so we can go for these adjustments. Now let me again go to this, and now let me just delete this slope arrow. I will not apply any slope. Here you can see this is the floor just created. Okay, so the floor will not be started from this level the top surface will not be started at level 2. The bottom surface of this floor will be started from level 2. So for that, select that floor and give that thickness as offset 150, and here it is. Okay. All right. So that is the floor, but that is a floor for level 2. Okay. But for this level 1, there will be a ceiling. Okay. So for that, go to this architecture and go to the level 1. Level 1, we will create a ceiling over there. Okay, ceiling will be placed at the same level where you have placed that bottom floor. Okay, in that particular level, and that will be placed at a distance, at a height. Okay, so here you can mention the height, like 4000 will be the height. And here we have all these things, like for the compound ceiling. So compound means when you have uh, extra layers, 2 or more layers when are added, that is your compound. You can go to edit type and there you can see. So another finish 2 is added. Okay, so this ceiling tile is added. So I need that ceiling tile will be applied. Okay, and this is to the bottom side, right? So being at level 1, I can see it, right? So click on OK, apply and OK. And here we have two options. Go for automatic ceiling. So if you go for the automatic ceiling, so after placing your mouse point, it will detect the close boundary surrounding your mouse point. And if you go for sketch ceiling, so you can sketch it. Okay, like this, you can sketch. All right. And if you want to lock, you can lock it so that if you ever change the boundary of your walls, so this ceiling area will be adjusted and it will maintain the constant with your walls. So you can lock with this. And if you need to define the slope arrow, you can go with the slope arrow. Now I'm not going to define that. Now the ceiling is created. Let me show you. And here the ceiling is created. Now you can see that it is created at that same level 2, right? As because I have mentioned the 4000. So this will not be created at that level 2, as because this is merging with this floor. So it will go uh, downside. Okay. So what is the thickness? 52 is the thickness. Okay. So here you can provide the equation symbol and then minus 52, and here it is placed. Okay. So this way you should create. At the bottom, you define your floor at the same level. At the bottom, you define the floor. At the top, you define the ceiling, and then you define this floor at level 2. Okay. After that, your uh, floor will be started from level 2, and then again you start your walls. Okay. So suppose for each floor, if you have the same walls and all, okay. So what you can do, you can just select all these walls. Then here within this modify option, you have this copy to clipboard. You can simply type Control C also. And after that, we have this paste option. Click on this drop down arrow of this. And here we have this align to selected levels so that you can paste it to the selected levels, click on OK, and that is placed. Okay, and that is placed at the above the floor. All right, and then again you define the ceiling. So in which level you will define the ceiling? You will define the ceiling at level 2. Go for the ceiling, and it will be sketch ceiling. Okay, let's place at the same to 4000 minus 52. Right, this is the ceiling height. And now let me go for finish. The ceiling is created, and where you will create the floor at level 3. Okay, so this is placed at level 2. This floor is placed at level 2, and this is placed at level 2 also. So now you can see that this is not started. These walls are not started from the top surface of this floor, right? So can you tell me what should I do now to start this wall bottom end from the floor top surface?
So that base offset is there in that.
Yeah, we can apply the base offset, that's right. And also we can apply this attached top base. So if I apply this attached top base, the base offset will be applied. Okay, let me show you that. Right now you can see the base offset is 0 right now. Now let me go for attached top of base, and I will go for base, and this floor is the base, and it is started from here. Okay, and right now the base offset is not shown here, as because this is connected with the floor. Okay, so it is the profile has been changed as per this here. So you can go for base offset, and then you can go for attached top or base, so that you can get the proper height of this wall, so that you can understand. So this what you should do is apply the base offset, that is 150. Okay, now it is started from here, and then you see this is the total height of your wall right now, and you need to apply the top offset as well. Okay, so go for the top offset. That is placed at level 2. Okay, so there is no top. There
It's still
is
low, sir. Also.
yes. So there is no actually no top constant is there. So that's why the top offset is given to 4000. All right. So right now you see that the base constant is level 2 and the top constant is same level 2. But if I don't apply the height, it is not possible to maintain the base content constant and the top constant same. So that's why the top offset is applied. So you can go with unconnected there, and now you can see right now no top offset is there. Okay, and if you're making it unconnected, so you can define the total height. Then you cannot define the top offset. Top offset you can define only if you have any top constant. So from that top constant, you can apply the offset. Otherwise, you need a source to get the offset. So if it is not available for the top constant, you cannot apply the top offset. So you can just apply the total height. Okay, so your base is connected with the level 2, and right now this is the base offset is 150, and you need to minus make it 50. So it will be here. You can see that is till here. Okay, so it will the base offset will be the same, and then go for attach top or base. Let's apply the top first, and that is connected. And now let's apply the base. Go for attach top or base. Go for base, and this will be the base. All right, so that is connected, and now you can see this is the height. All right, so this way you should go for it. So attach top or base is like it will attach. If you ever change the level or the floor height, so this will remain connected with the floor and the top. All right, so this way you should go for it. In that particular level, suppose in level 1, in the level 1 at the bottom at 0 height, you will place the you will place the floor, then you will place all your walls, or after placing your walls also you can place the floor. And in that same level you will apply the ceiling. Okay, and again like the same, at the upper level you will go to the level 2, and there you place the floor, and then ceiling, then like this. Okay, I hope you understand.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for the ceiling, if you want to get the ceiling plan, so come to this ceiling plan level 1 and level 2. We have the ceiling plan, and here you can see this is my ceiling plan. Right. All right. So this compound ceiling has these grids. Can select this. So this is the compound ceiling grid. This is the compound ceiling. Okay, so even if I'm sealing that using that grid, the compound ceiling is selected right now, and you can go to its edit, and you can apply some changes. Okay, the structure, we will apply this as concrete, cast in situ, and apply, and okay, and anything you want to change, can apply the cost, the keynote, comments, can add. All right, so this is your ceiling plan. Fine. Now at the site, I can create the topo surface. Right. Let me go with this place point. All right, this is going to be the site. So this topo surface generally visible in this site plan only. Okay, in this site plan. Now here you can see that in this level 1 it is not visible. Here in level 2 also it is not visible. Okay, so within this level 2, if I go to this underlay option and the base level, here I cannot mention any site plan here. Okay, I can go to this unbounded for the top level, but for the bottom, I must have some levels. Okay, so how can I include that site uh, within this level 2? If I want to include that within my level 2 or within the level 1 plan, how can I include that? So for that, we have this view range. Okay, we need to set the view range within all this uh, view. Okay, all this plan view, ceiling plan views, we can set the view range. So that is available here. Go to this view range option, click on edit, and this has some planes. Okay, imaginary planes are there. So these three are the primary range. These three will define the primary range that will be visible in this level 2. All this uh, these planes is basically for all the elements which are present in this level 2. Okay. Now you can see that the bottom that is associated with the level 1 and the offset is 0. Okay, so that means from that level 2, from that level 1 exactly it will uh, start, that is the bottom, and here we have this cut plane, and cut plane will always be associated with this level 1. You cannot change this, but for this top and bottom we can change it. Now you see that the cut plane is placed at 1200. You can change this height as well. You can change it at 100. Okay, so what is the view range? View range after this cut plane. So you can understand that we are seeing from the top view, and we have the level 1 0 from to 4000, where the level 2 starts. Okay, so that is the total level 1 space. Now we are placing the cut plane at 2100, and from that 2100 we are seeing from the top. So we are looking it down and looking it down to the bottom, which is associated to the level 1, and the offset is 0. So exactly to the level 1 we can see. We can also mention the bottom to level below. If there is any level below this uh, level 1, so we can see this, right? So now you see that currently this view depth, the view depth is also associated with this level 1. So I cannot apply or I cannot see this if the view depth, okay, after this primary range, the view depth is set. So I can apply this to level below. All right. So right now there is no such level below this level 1. So nothing is added, right? Here, what I have to do, I have to go with unlimited. Okay, right now. And that is also like here. Okay, and it is not needed view range. Okay. Uh, Let me show you that these are the view range. Okay, all these planes are the view range. With this, you define how much it will be included within this plan. So this is the cut plane. This number 2 is the cut plane, and 3 is the bottom. So we generally see it from the 2 to 3, the cut plane to bottom. So you can ask me that then what is the function of this top? If we can see only from cut plane to the bottom and then till the view depth. So some objects like the ventilators, the ceiling, and some duct pipes, those are placed at height, okay, above the lintel level, right? So those will be visible from cut plane to top. Okay, so accordingly, you have to mention the height of top plane. All right, so that is mentioned here 2300. So all those kind of objects will be visible in your plan. Okay, and here we have this view depth. So view depth are the objects which are placed below your current level, which doesn't comes under this particular level, and you want to show it, you want to add in this plan, but those will not be added as bold as the primary object. Those will be added in a grade faded color or in dotted lines or in different uh, object style. Okay, but those will be included. So this is the view depth. And
So then, what is the difference between this view depth and underlay? So even underlay will be shown. So if you take that underlay,
yes, for that underlay, you must have any level. Okay, so from level to level, it will be added here. So there is a ceiling, okay, in that level. So you can show that if it is not in the level, means if there is no level, so you cannot show it through the underlay. Okay,
okay.
and here you can give it to unlimited. Here you can mention unlimited. Okay, so you can go for everything. You can make it unlimited, and this cut plane will be only associated in this current level, as because you are in this current level 1. So here it will be this cut plane will be associated with this level 1, and the offset will be this much, or you will define, you will choose the height offset for that. Okay, and there you can apply the bottom, that is right now unlimited. Till the unlimited, there is no limit how much you can see. Okay, and you can click on apply and apply. And now let me check in this visibility graphics if this site is the topo surface. Yes, so the topography is unchecked within this visibility graphics. Now let me click on OK, and it is visible. Okay, so even after the view range, it was not visible because of that. Let me, because of that visibility graphics. Now let me show you again. And here, if even if I, okay. Right, so this is now visible. And if I apply that view range, right? So right now, you see that is all this. These are connected with this level 1, and this is the topo surface, which is now added here. And in this level 2, I think, I guess, topography, this is not added, and here we can add this. So now you can see that is visible, but not as bold as this color. Okay. Now here also we can apply this underlay none, and this will not be visible. And now it is visible. And for this level 1 as well, you can see that is set to none, but it is not. This doesn't matter for this topo surface. Okay, because this is placed at level 1. You can check in 3D. That is placed at level 1. Okay, that is placed at level 1. Okay, so that is all for today.
Sir, suppose
Mm,
we change
yes.
the height of the topo surface. Now you have placed it all zero, right? So in case you place it, say, minus 1000 or something, will it still be visible in that layer one?
Minus 1000 if I provide.
Yes, sir, that some points, say these few points you have placed at zero. So some
Mhm.
points you'll place at minus 1000. So even those points will be visible. Or
Yes, yes, definitely. Let me show you that also. Go to site and topo surface. Go for minus 1000. Let's go for finish. And now let me show you. Right now it is not visible. Okay. Even if I apply this underlay. So now let's go for this view range. Go for its edit. And that will be the level below. So there is nothing in the level below. We'll go for unlimited and click on OK. Okay.
okay, sir.
So that I was mentioning that that underlay will be applicable if there is any particular level. So for this site, there was no level, so that you can add through view range. So view range doesn't matter with the levels. You can apply with the distance. Okay. Anything else? Pawan, Kautuk, everything okay? Are you there? Okay, so I'm closing it here. Thank you very much.